Axons. Axons are long, slender projections or neural cells of neuron that typically conduct electrical impulse away from the neural cell's body. The functions of the axon is to transmit information to different neurons, muscle, and gland. Type of axons: sensory axons that represents touch, odor, taste, sounds, and visions. Interneurons that represent sensory neurons, other interneurons, both, and motor neurons that represent muscle and glands.
Structure of neuron. The human body is made up of trillions of cells. Cells of the nervous system, called nerve cells or neurons, are specialized to carry messages through an electrochemical process. The human brain has about 100 billion neurons. The generalized structure of a neuron is displayed here. Neuron consists of a cell body called.
Advantages are myelinated axons allow action potentials or signal to travel faster than adult neurons. Evolutionarily speaking, the faster reflex due to the myelinations, the rare chance you have of surviving an attack by a predator or are comparing to others of your species.
Biology TV, where we're making biology fun. My name is Leslie Samuel, and inside this episode 24, I'm going to be talking about how myelin sheaths increase the speed of the action potential. And this is actually in response to a question that was asked by Nico Duction, and this is what he says. He says,
depicted as a red band, is propagated in one direction along the axon. During an action potential, the inside of the cell membrane becomes positive with respect to the outside. An action potential generates local currents that tend to depolarize the membrane immediately adjacent to the action potential. When
Disadvantage: when an axon loses his myelinated sheath, it could lead to degenerative decrease and multiple sclerosis. This is because axons carry electrical pulse which require insulinations. This pulse helps your CNS function. Applications in medicine. Diffuse axonal injury (DIA) is one of the most common and devastating types of traumatic brain injury, meaning the damage occurs over a more widespread areas than in focal brain injury.
Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is a progressive disease of the central nervous system in adults, affecting around 2.5 million people worldwide. MS affects the ability of